In this video, I'm going to tell you a few interesting facts about the Volvo XC90's air suspension. Now, a few, or I would say, the majority of reviewers who are actually brochure readers masquerading as reviewers will just tell you that this car has air suspension and the ride quality is good. At best, they'll open the tailgate and they'll tell you that you can lower the car if you find it a bit difficult to put the luggage, and that's it. But of course, this is Real Auto Reviews where you'll get to know a bit more. But before I tell you about it, let me show it to you. Did you see that? Now there's more. So right now the ride height is 267 mm. This is the highest. Now let me again lower it to the standard ride height of 238 mm. So now it's at 238 mm, and when I'll switch the car off, ideally it should then go down a bit more. Yes, it is going down, it is lowering itself. Alright, so I hope you caught every bit of it. Okay, so before I got into the car, it was even lower, much lower than 238 mm. Okay, and why is that? So that getting inside the car and getting out of the car is easy for you and for all the passengers as well. Okay, so when you get in the car and you switch it on, you start the car, then the suspension raises the car to 238 mm. That's the standard ride height. At this point, I think I should tell you that irrespective of how many people are there in the car, like for example, if I'm driving alone, my weight is just 60 kilograms, the ride height would be 238 mm. Even if the car is jam-packed with all occupants, this is a 7-seater, so if you have 7 occupants inside, including me, including the driver, the ride height would still remain 238 mm. Okay, now cars with conventional suspensions, so for example, if a manufacturer is claiming that the ground clearance or the ride height is 200 mm or 230 mm, okay, that's mostly it is unladen. Now when you have all the occupants inside, of course the suspension will compress a bit and the ground clearance would be compromised. Cars with air suspensions, okay, take care of that. They maintain that ride height. And if I'm not wrong, at 120 and above, the ride height, the car hunkers down, the ride height, the car basically lowers itself down again, to ensure more stability. And though you would not feel it, to be honest. Now, the maximum ride height of 267 mm, okay. So that's called the off-road mode, okay. So on the touch screen, you just have, so you have that under driving options, you see the driving modes, rather, that's the only driving mode that it has, by the way. Off-road mode, you switch it on, the car raises itself to 267 mm of ground clearance. However, you can only enjoy that up to around, up to 40 kilometers per hour. The moment you cross 40, At 4142 it comes down automatically to 238 mm. So that was the long and short of it. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Do hit the like button as well, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Thank you so much.